where they are and where they've spent eternity at. It's a wonderful thing that, all that I've heard of Sister Graham and all that I've seen and all I've experienced out of her, what a wonderful, sweet person she was. Every time I see her, I don't know how she done it, but she smiled. Whether she was sick, whether she was hurting, she still smiled. And she had that wonderful smile about her, that great moment of, you could just see the love of God on her. And when she was able, she'd come to be in church with me, and we're going to miss her. But she's preached our funeral, and it's a wonderful thing that you can see people that live that lifestyle. It's good to know when you live so good for God that your neighbor takes notice. Amen. That way you don't have anything to hide. Because most of the time your neighbor knows everything. They know where you go, when you come, where you go, and what you say. So, all that I've heard from the neighbors has been a good report. And that's a wonderful thing. We can all say good things here. That's right. We can all put a show on here. In fact, we can put a mass on here. But out there it's different. People watching you. They want to make sure you're saying what you say and living what you're doing and talking the talk and walking the walk with Christ. And I get wound up here. I don't know. Some of you may know me, some of you don't know me, but I'm different. So it's going to be all right. Okay? So, you say, well, I've never heard it like this before. Well, new things, new time, things change. Yes. I want to read from the book of Job this morning, chapter 14 and verse 7. Job is a man that amazes me because Job has had a relationship with God. He's the one that says, I know that my Redeemer liveth. He said, though the skin worms destroy this body, yet in flesh I shall see God. Hallelujah. My God, He's the one that stands in the gap. Doesn't matter what his wife says or what she thinks about it. You just so well to go on and curse God, but He's the one that stands up and says, my Lord, you speak like a fruitless woman. He knows where his blessings come from. Everything he's lost everything that he ever thought about having. But now he comes to a point in verse 7, he asks us a question. He said, for there is hope. He just said, for there is hope of a tree.
Yes, sir. All right.
If it be cut down. Now, in my life, when we think about having a tree cut down, it's gone.
Yes, sir.
But he said, for there is hope of a tree. If it be cut down, that it will sprout again. And the tender branches therefore will never cease. My God. Understand what Job is saying here now. You got the Father on what Job is really talking about, because he is talking about as a man, a woman, a girl, boy. He's comparing that tree as a soul of man. Because Jesus made a statement, and the Word says, how the tree falls, so shall it be. So when the tree falls, you can't change it. No way you can say, well, this and that. When it falls, it's gone, friend. It's kind of like however you live your life in these last days. If you live for God, you're going to reign with God. If you live for the devil, you're not going. Listen, somebody said, well, preacher, you shouldn't preach like that. I come to preach now. I just had back surgery about a week ago, and I'm feeling better than I have been. So, I'm going to preach whether you get with me or whether you don't get with me. But see, you got to come to a notice and understanding here that my sister is not here. Hallelujah. My God, but I want you to know that the Bible said that Jesus said this. He said, I am the tree. I'm the life. I am the way. There's no other way except through and by me. And he that believeth in me shall never die. You can count on that, honey. My God, I'm glad this morning I can preach this funeral to say that my sister has some roots in somebody that knew something. Oh my God. I said she had some roots in somebody. Somebody said, well, preacher, what are you saying? She knew that man called Jesus. And when you know that man called Jesus, you got something that the world can't take away and the world can't give it to you, honey. I'm glad this morning I can stand here and look at you eyeball to eyeball and tell you that my God, that old tree that fell, my Lord, it ain't dead. My God, the tree may be cut down, but there's some roots there, and it'll never fade away. The Bible said that Jesus said, I'll never leave you, I'll never forsake you. My God, I'm glad He's the Alpha Omega, the beginning and the end. He's the tree of life this morning. Hallelujah. My God, He's my rose this morning. He's my bright and morning star. He's my lily of my valley. My God, He's the most, He's the fairest among all of them. He's the great I am. He's Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. And if she was here right now, she said, honey, don't you worry about me. I'm living now. She had never experienced living until she got a hold of Jesus. I'm glad this morning I have confidence in Him. He's the bread of life. He's the well that never runs dry. You can count on Him through the troubles. My God, they can go to the hospital with you. They can go to the funeral home. But I want to know who's going to take over after the funeral home. If she was standing to say something to you, she said, I know a man is able to go with you all the way. He's going with you all the way. My God, you hear me? She had roots in Him. She knew about Him. So we live her life. We live our life every day, whether the age, what age limit we are, who we are. The enemy's out there. John 10:10 says, the thief cometh to steal and kill and destroy. But may I tell you, you got to read the next verse. Jesus said, oh my Lord, I'm a good shepherd. He's the one that gave you life and life more abundantly. When the devil stole, He'll give it back to you. Oh, hallelujah. It ain't the end, honey. It's just the beginning. If you could see her right now, I believe she'd be dancing up there, shouting up there, having her a time of her life. My God, my Lord. For 7 months and years, the enemy came along, Sister Hall. I can see Sister Graham. Every time I see her, she was different. You could see the tree was beginning to dry up. Things were changing. Leaves were sprouting like it was. Life on face was going away, but the smile was still there. My God, do you hear what I'm saying? I can see the enemy every day in her life coming along, chopping at her every day, taking that swinging at her every day in her life. She'd have one stroke, and then she'd have another stroke. And the enemy saying there, keep on chopping. He don't never give up on you. Hallelujah. It may be cancer. It may be heart trouble. I don't know, but I got news for the devil. Hallelujah. I got this sister had life in Jesus. Hallelujah. My God, you can cut the tree down, but she'll sprout again. You think that's beautiful? You ought to see her now. She ain't got another pain. She don't have another hurt because she's living with Jesus. Anybody read what I'm talking about this morning? I'm preaching this morning to tell you there's hope. Look at your neighbor and say there's hope. In the tree that's been cut down, you don't have to leave here the same way you came. You can leave out of here better than you came. You can meet that man called Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. He'll not leave you. He won't let you down. He'll go all the way with you. Through the graveyard, through the death. You can hold on to Him, and nothing can separate you from the love of God. Somebody said, preacher, this is a funeral. No, it ain't for me, honey. It's just goodbye. I'm going to see her again. I'm going where she's at. Anybody going where she's at? Lord. Somebody said, you crazy. No, I ain't crazy. I still believe there's a heaven and there's a hell, but heaven is real. And Jesus died for me that I could go and be spend eternity with him. Brother, you talking about sprouting, she's sprouting now. My God, can you just imagine what she looks like? Her eyes is new, everything about it is new. She's taking on a glorified body that'll never decay. She'll never hurt one more minute. My God, you know why? Because Jesus made it possible. I said Jesus made it possible. The devil may cut you down, but you ain't dead yet, honey. There's still life from hereafter. There's still hope hereafter. We're not like men without hope. I got hope. It's going to get better, Brother Hope. I got hope. It's going to get better. You know why? Because Jesus is coming back after you and I. And if you're ready, you can meet him. And if you're ready, you can get ready.
Oh, God, my God. You're preaching, Pastor.
I wish I could preach the way I feel right now. My God, my God. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but it'll be all right. Too late to hold me back now. I'm feeling something I ain't felt for a little while. I'm feeling this in the morning. Sister Hall, I'm feeling what we've been shouting about. My God, oh hallelujah. My God, oh glory, hallelujah. You can cut the tree down, but there's roots there. It's going to sprout one more time. And when it sprouts, the branches is going to bear joy, peace, joy, peace, joy, peace, joy, peace. Anybody believe it? You don't have to worry about her, honey. You don't worry about you. She's joyful up there now. Oh, glory, hallelujah. I believe she's rejoicing forevermore. My God, she's walking on streets of pure gold, living in her mansion, debt free. Don't have to worry about anything. God taking care of her, man. The diplomat. Go ahead. Say, hey, you may cut me down, but I'm going to live again. I'm going to get up one more time. I'm going to sprout branches one more time. I'm going to glorify the Lord forever. You may, but I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. Anybody believe what I'm preaching on this morning? Do I have any believers this morning that believes when death comes along, honey, there's a good, my God, there's an angel of the Lord. He's going to snatch you up, honey, and take you up to glory land to be with Jesus, to live with him forever and 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 no graveyards and no funeral homes and no hospitals, but from living to glory in God. that's rooted in hate,
Come on.
and strife, and jealousy. A lot of people are rooted in the world, that this world's going to pass away, honey. My God, do you hear me? There's no hope in this place, honey. Only beyond. There's only hope beyond. I'm glad this morning I can stand before you and tell you this ain't my home. I'm just passing through. Hallelujah. I'm getting ready. Anybody know what I'm getting ready? My God, hallelujah. I came here when I was 40, now I'm 60, but I just feel like the closer I get up there, honey, I feel like there's just one more step to make. And when I'm going to cross over in glory land, my God, the enemy's going to say, I thought I had you cut down. I thought you was gone. But I got news for you. You can't take This is what Jesus said. He said, no man. Look at your neighbor, say, no man can pluck you out of my Father's hands. I want you to know I got security. I got security this morning. There ain't nobody gonna do me like Jesus. Ain't nobody can do me like Jesus. I said, ain't nobody can do me like the Lord. Anybody will help me sing? I said, ain't nobody can do me like Jesus. He's my healer. He's my deliverer. He's my savior. He's my friend. He'll stick closer to you than any brother. Nobody can do me like Jesus. When I'm sick, he'll heal my body. When I'm down, he'll lift me up. When I can't go, he'll push me on. When I can't help myself, he's my help. When I don't know where to go, he's the right time. I can run to him in a shelter. Ain't nobody can do me like Jesus. I said, ain't nobody can do me like the Lord. But drugs can't do what Jesus can do. You may be rooted in your alcohol, but nobody can do you like Jesus. Ah, God, I preach a better y'all shout this morning. Hallelujah. He'll take you higher than any drugs. He'll sober you up. My God, you can be under the influence of Jesus, and the world will take notice. The neighbor will take notice. Everybody around you will take notice. Jesus is in her life. They seen it. They know it. That it was real. I'm glad this morning. Never run from the love of God. You may be here this morning, you may be cold in God. You may be in difference with God. You may not be on the same page with God. You may left the Father's house. But I come to tell you this morning, you can get rooted in Him this morning. He's waiting on you. And all you got to do is come. What great words that Jesus says. He said, will. Then you come.
Yes, God. Glory, God. Oh, God. Thank you, Jesus.
See, I can preach this way.
All right.
Because not one time.
Yes, sir.
She was telling the family.
Hallelujah.
I'm ready to go home.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I may be cut down. I'm going to get up. I'm going to sprout one more time.
One more time.
If you like to see,
Hallelujah.
if you want to see,
Yes, sir.
you got to make preparation. Now, I know this is a kicker here.
That's all right.
I didn't say join the church of God.
Amen. That's right, Pastor.
I didn't say go to the water hole and get baptized.
That's right. That's right.
But you got to have a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Hallelujah.
I didn't say go to a black man's church, a white man's church, a red man's church, a yellow man's church.
Come on, thank you, Lord.
You got to have one church.
That's right.
All blood bought, sister. All blood bought.
Glory to God. Yes,
What can wash away your sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
yes.
What can make you whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. You may say, preacher, I tried this, but it didn't work.
Glory to your name.
Well, in my 70s, I tried it. I got rooted in Jesus.
All right.
I found out he was real.
Amen.
Nobody. Since I say good words today, but ain't nobody can touch you like Jesus.
Amen.
Don't worry, don't fear. Only thing you have to fear now is fear of self.
Right.
My God. But we're going to see her again. Hallelujah. Yesterday, 9:55, 8:55 in the morning. Yesterday, my mother passed, went on and crossed over. 17 years ago. Yesterday. I believe they'll burst out together. I believe they can say, sing it again. I'll play it again. I'll dance one more time. It's a joy. I count it a privilege, and I'm about to close. I love the whole family, the Ram family, all the family. I don't know all your last names.
All right.
I love all of you. Come meet this brother. I think this is the only brother she has left, all right?
Amen.
His wife from Texas. I appreciate them. Thank God. But we want to make sure he gets on that airplane.
All right. All right.
Hallelujah. I love God.
Glory God.
I just got to feel everybody in this place loves God.
Amen.
But the next question is, how much do you really love her?
All right. All right.
That you want to see her again? It may be tomorrow. It could be before this service is over with. My God, what a time to go. Ah, Lord, are you ready? Woo, hallelujah. I'm feeling that. My God, it could happen just a moment of twinkling of an eye. We could all be changed, honey. My Lord, the Lord's coming. And it could be before this service is over with. Guess what? Jesus is still in front of us. Don't feel bad about her. Because those who are dead in Christ shall rise first. She already ahead of you, you can't get ahead of her. Those that remain alive shall be called up together to meet the Lord. So shall we ever be with him. I'm ready. I want to know if you're ready. You ready, sister? I'm right here, sister. You ready?
I'm ready.
Praise God. Hallelujah. My God, my God. Praise God. You ready, sister? If you love Jesus, hallelujah. We're going to see her again, you know. Yeah, we're going to see her. Yeah, we're going to dance. Yeah. Here's the good part about it. Here's the good part about all of this. Y'all like to sing. I mean, you like to sing. I mean, I wish you could sing. One day. One day. Jesus is going to stand from his throne. He's going to look at his angels and say, now you can't sing this song. Only the redeemed are going to be able to sing this song. My God, my God. Woo, hallelujah. I can hear her singing, just getting ready, honey. Vocals getting ready. Only the redeemed are going to be able to sing. You know, some folks has got this all out of whack. They make it too hard to serve God. It's not hard.
No, it's not hard, no.
If you try Jesus,
Yes, sir.
let him walk with you.
Yes, sir.
He'll do it. And when you're down, he'll be there.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Thank you, Lord. That's true.
Now, I am a radical over Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Everything else you may accuse me of, but I am radical for him.
Yes, sir.
I'm in love with him. He's my life. He's my heartbeat. I'm in love with him. 17 years passed. I still have hope. That tree sprouting, putting out good fruit again. You like to fish, am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Praise God. She's with one that knows how to catch it. She'll never go hungry. God, I feel this. I have 15 minutes left. I've never done this before, but I feel to do it, and I've done it. I'm going to ask her sister, minister. And I was going to come, and she's going to dismiss, but before she comes, and you may say, well, it's going to take a little time. You know it, but I just feel impressed to do this. I don't know if you like to do it, but if you want to make a commitment to this sister, this wonderful woman of God, won't you just come up here and stand and say, I'm going to commit my life to Jesus today. And I may not be where I need to be, but I'm going to turn this whole thing around. But one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to see you again. And I'm going to make you a promise this morning that I will see you again. And I know what I got to do. I just got to give it all to Jesus. On the count of 3, when you get out of your seat, just come up here and stand right over here. If you're a believer, I want you to come. I want you to come. We want to make that assurance. I want to get down here. I want to be the first one down here. I want as many as will just get out of your pew and step right down here. Down. Come. Hallelujah. Come on, there's other things you come. Stand by me. You're all right, no problem. Don't you come. Hallelujah. Go ahead, go ahead. I've signed the bond.